Hey guys, welcome back to Tara's Kitchen, and today we are celebrating 1K. We are within Tirimo Genani Tapinda. Oh guys, so today I'm going to be obviously celebrating 1K by doing an update recipe for Zimbabwean cream donuts. Obviously I'm on different cooking platforms and stuff, so yeah, I managed to get one and added a bit of this and a bit of that. So if you want an updated recipe of the cream donuts that I did a year ago, keep watching. And thank you everyone who's subscribing, who subscribed, liked, shared, commented. Please keep doing so that we can keep growing. But we are within. Yeah, and because it's my most watched video and we're not at that, you know, giveaway stage yet, I just thought I'd do this, guys, to celebrate. And I'm glad it's one of those, like, the Zimbabwean food recipes, because obviously always repping 263, you get me. We are within. Okay, so the first thing I'm adding is flour, around 4 cups, baking cups, and it will be about 125 to 130 grams on each cup. And the next thing I'm adding is a teaspoon of salt. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just added a teaspoon of salt, 4 teaspoons of caster sugar. If you don't have that, just use granulated sugar. And the next thing I'm adding is dried active yeast, and I'm going to add 7 grams, or if you have a sachet, just use a sachet. And in this method, I'm going to mix the water with the yeast so it can do its own thing whilst I mix all of the dry ingredients. But you can also just tip the yeast inside the dry ingredients and use it for this one. Just choose whatever you want to do. Okay, so just keep using the rubbing in method using your fingertips so that the butter melts in, and then start adding the yeast mixture. You don't have to wait for it to bubble up or anything. Just literally add it as soon as you finish rubbing in the butter. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to keep doing is just adding more and more water until my dough is shaped, and it's literally by eye level, guys. There's no specific amount of water that you need for this step. So just be patient when you're doing this step, guys. You really need to knead that dough until it's not sticking to your hands anymore. So be patient. I did this for about 15 minutes. So knead that dough, girl, knead that dough, boy. Like, keep going. Okay, as you can see, I am almost there, but I can tell the middle was a bit dry, so I was just contemplating on what to do, whether I should add more water or just leave it as it is, and I ended up just adding more water so that the middle was not dry. Okay, so I was satisfied at this point, and then I decided to put this in the bowl as it was done. What I usually do in my method, I oil the bowl so that the dough doesn't stick to the bowl, and then I cover it with cling film so I can leave it somewhere warm for an hour so it can double in size. Okay, so I could have left it a bit more, but this has doubled in size enough for me, and I literally took it out and I knocked the air out of the dough. And then what I started doing was just sort of putting some flour on it so it doesn't stick everywhere. And then I measured it to see what the total weight of it is, so I could divide it into the amount of donuts I wanted. So as you can see, the number was 970 something. So I just decided to divide the dough into 10. So the sizes of the donuts could be at least the same size. You don't have to do this, guys. You can literally use your eyes and just do it. Also, it depends what you're doing it for. If this was for a client, I would even be more strict with how I would measure these things. So I'm still learning how to shape and smooth out my donuts carefully, but for this time it's definitely a big improvement from last time a year ago. So yeah, what I just do is roll it in a ball first, and then after that I just start elongating it by pushing it out and then just smoothing it over. Sometimes I get some oil and just tap it to make sure there's not too many lines, because I don't want the donuts cracked. So again, what you do is leave them somewhere for about 30-40 minutes to double in size as they have. And here I'm just doing a trial donut so I can taste the seasoning, and after that I was ready to go. As I said, guys, and this was gonna be, it's not a quick recipe, but at the same time I'm just celebrating that 1K for this updated recipe. So just choose which one you want to use. And here I just made some buttercream, and instead of using milk, I used double cream so it could turn out this creamy. And I also used some hot water for it to be really smooth like this. So it's just a bit of butter, icing sugar, and some double cream and some hot water. And also you can just make some chantilly cream, or you can just make whipped cream from using whipping cream. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and also share this video. And thank you again for 1K. Bye.
Stay with the gang and me. Take a flight with the gang, them vibes when we landing. I just wanna vibe in peace. The way she whine when she dancing, man them glancing, make me wanna spend my peace. Tryna get a hold of me, she just wanna take control of me. Step true, elegant, nice clothes. She's wearing nice clothes. Body with curves, girl, I like those. Made eye contact and I like those. When she bust wine, Frank, but I ain't in tight clothes. Take you back to mind and we're seeing where the night goes. See her in the dress, I'm trying to see her in her night clothes. Then we adult wrestling till the day rolls. I pull her